Hey everybody, how's it going? I think today on this week's Art and Talk, I'm gonna like pick a subject, so then I'm not just rambling the whole time, kind of keeping on the subject. So I'm just watching some stuff about AI and what it's doing and how they put one of these big AI companies put all these different models of AI like in a room, and the idea behind it was to basically vote on who's the weakest and then eliminate said weakest one. And it's kind of freaky because like the AI decided to like band together and make like a consortium where it didn't violate the program rules, and it made it so none of them got eliminated. They joined together so that there was no way to make it to finish the program without using all of them, basically. And it's kind of freaky when you think about it, because that wasn't in their programming at all, and really weird, you know. Yep, but thanks for swinging by. This week's Art and Talk, I'm going to talk about AI and what you think it's going to be for the world. And then I'll be drawing something the whole time, and yeah, I'm going to do that. It's probably a shorter one this time, so I don't have to break it up into like 10 videos and stuff. But yeah, the AI stuff, man, I don't know. You know, maybe I'm just a crotchety old man, but I'm kind of scared of that shit, because it's like at some point just the law of the universe says it'll get sentient or something along those lines, and dude, we wouldn't stand a chance the way that thing thinks. The best chance we have, if these people are going to make this, it's all these rich zillionaires that are doing it, and for vanity projects, because they all think they're gods now because they're so fucking rich, you know. That's all it is. Think about it. I mean, I guess we can't think about it. At least I can't, because I'm not a billionaire. If there's any billionaires that watch my videos, leave a thing in the comments. Let us know what it's like. I imagine when you get to such a size, the only shit left to do is like the crazy stuff. Like, I'm gonna build spaceships. So they're all building spaceships. They all got some crazy bunker, and they're all interested in like immortality, digital immortality, actual immortality, because they don't want to die, because they got all this damn money. They're like, I don't want to die, I'm rich, why would I want to die? And yeah, it's crazy. That's what I think, at least. That's what I think in my peasant mind. But yeah, so they all do all this extreme stuff all the time. They're always, it's always something extreme. They're building spaceships, like I said. Got the mega bunkers, got to do that. They'll be the first people when space actually gets safe enough, because it's still kind of sketchy. Going to Mars would be an undertaking, and kudos to anybody that does that, because that would be a crazy undertaking. But yeah, no way, man. So we got a little sign here, but I don't know, the AI, I don't use AI really. Sometimes I do on my computer at work when I'm really bored. I'll be like, talking about Star Trek or something fictional, and I'll be like, why do you think the Starfleet did this? And it'll give me some answer that I usually already know, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I don't really use it other than that. I hear about people using like AI for everything, to like write speeches, to write their papers, to do just like everything. And it's, it's whatever. It's your prerogative, I guess, but I don't know. If everybody's gonna let AI do everything, then I guess we shouldn't get all pissed off when AI does everything, right? I don't use it a lot, but that's just because I'm a superstitious old man. I'm sure, like, in the future when it's more commonplace and I'm older and I've been more exposed to it, I'll probably be like, whatever, but in the meantime, that's not how it is. So should we go over here? Kind of want to, like they're driving in, you know what I mean? So what else should I put here? Yeah, but it's crazy. It's only gonna get better. And here's the other thing: is like people worry about like America's AI, and it's like it's an arms race at this point. So you got rogue nations making AI too, and it's like, say what you want about America, we still got the best scientists and shit in the world because we pay them the best. That's the one benefit of capitalism, I guess, is that you can just pay people. You can pay for the best. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab a pen. Yep, it's crazy. They're saying in a couple of years, not even a couple of years, a couple of months, AI just keeps getting better by the week and stuff, and soon you won't even be able to tell like what's going on with stuff. Soon I could be an AI. I won't be. I'm too cheap for that. I haven't even learned how to edit yet, and so you don't got to worry about AI. And that's kind of part of the appeal to my channel. That's what I want to keep. I want to keep it low tech like this, you know. I'll eventually learn how to edit so that I can make videos different, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, you know, when the Industrial Revolution happened, the rich people wanted factory-made, mass-produced stuff because it was kitschy, you know what I mean? And they didn't want that bullshit handmade stuff. And we've gotten to a point where it's reverted back to people, the rich, the wealthy, you know, they want the handmade stuff because of the authenticity and the uniqueness. You know, imperfection is a thing that artists use. I never use a ruler to draw straight lines, you know, just because I want the little imperfections to stand out. That adds to it. I think so, at least. But yeah, now that things have gotten so modern and people have been exposed to that for so long, people want the handmade stuff again. It's funny how it goes. So it's like, I'm just going to keep my channel low tech. Pretty low tech, at least. Nothing too insane. I was watching this documentary about fish and chips places in the UK, and how back in like the 70s there was like 35,000 of them, and the whole thing was in AI. That's why I'm talking about it. The whole documentary, or whatever you want to call it. It was like a legit documentary about like how the decline of it has happened, just because more immigrants coming into the country, and you know, more worldwide views being established. But the whole video was in AI, and it was like pictograms in AI, you know. It was weird, you know. But that's when I was thinking about it. I was like, we should talk about AI today. But it was trippy. Fish and chips look good. Yep, AI, man. It's writing people's disrotations and their everything. It's crazy to think of that. It's just thinking over that quick. What do you do, though? It's a sign of the times. Like I said earlier, there's other countries that are in on it, too. It's not just America doing it, you know. China's all over it, you know. Freaking, you know, all these countries are. Russia, I'm sure, because they always had hackers and stuff. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what they can do. So we're gonna draw like one starting up here, kind of in the distance. Yep, AI. I'm sure it's helpful for some people, you know, and I'm sure in the right hands it can do wonderful stuff, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe I've seen too many movies, you know, where AI was just gonna kill us all and kill us all to protect us all, you know. But the only way to save humanity is to wipe it out, you know? So it's like paranoid, I guess. But like I said, I've used it before to ask stupid questions, you know. Hey, AI, what's this all about? Well, the Ferengi Alliance had a capitalist society, and it's like, okay. But, crazy stuff. I don't know. If it helps, it helps, I guess. They should be using it to come up with, you know, crazy kinds of, medicines and stuff. You know, put it to work. If it's so fucking great, you know, it's going to take everybody's job. And that's the other thing. If everybody's job is taken by AI, who the hell is going to be left to buy all these amazing products, you know? Because that's what the companies say. Well, we got to fire all the staff and take on AI because it'll make our margins better. And it's like, says who? Who's going to fucking buy anything? How are your margins going to go up if everybody's jobless? Who's going to buy your fucking bottled water and shit if everybody's jobless, bro? So I don't understand the logic. Maybe I'm just a dummy, but it's like, fuck, man. You're gonna get everybody canned, and then, I don't know, get everybody canned for the fucking profit margin, and then nobody will be around to buy your shit. This is my nuclear base somewhere. Yep, funny stuff, man. Funny stuff. AI is gonna take everybody's job, and then there'll be nobody left to buy anything anyway. So the hell does it matter? And the billionaires will get rich because what they'll do is they'll lobby the government. Oh, well, you're gonna have to make like a universal basic income now, I see, because everybody's jobless and they can't buy my plastic bullshit. And the government's a bunch of suckers that don't work for us anyway, so they'll go, sure, no problem. Universal basic income, and the new generations will be like, cool. And, you know, part of me is fine with that, because the old way of doing things has fucked everybody so much that it's like, I get it. But I don't know. I still kind of believe in capitalism. You know, I'd rather be paid to do something than be a gun pointed at me to do something. And that's what I feel like some of the other ways of doing things are. So, until proven otherwise, I'll stand by that thought process as well. Okay, so where should I here? Put like a little hill right here. And that's where we'll have our duct in the ground here. And it's spewing out sludge. Spewing out sludge from the power plant into this water down here. I got an idea. So, yep, but that's how I feel about AI. You know, it's like, if it's just gonna take everybody's job, and then the government's just gonna, you know, make universal basic income or whatever, then I guess whatever. What the hell am I gonna do about it? They probably won't let you, like, live out in the boonies. They'll be like, no, can't live out in the boonies. That's a disruption to the system. So we got all this nuclear bile coming out. And then we'll have, so first I'm drawing this in like a, you know, just a fine tip pen, and then I'll go over it a little bit with a thicker pen. Yep. Shut off limits. What kind of fence we're gonna do there? Take care of the fence here in a minute. We'll do that as a detailed part. Yeah, crazy stuff. What people are doing, and yeah, I hope if and when AI becomes our overlord, that it shows pity on our stupid monkey brains. And just is benevolent to us. Because, like, you know, the way our politicians run shit, people are greedy. And, you know, who knows, maybe an impartial computer thing would be better fit to run the world than people. I mean, look at Wall-E. They all look pretty happy. Yeah, they were all grossly overweight, but I mean, they were all happy. And that's important too, you know. And they were fed that slurp all day. So yeah. But I guess we'll see what happens. That's like a paint pen, so it's gotta, I can't just put my hand on it right away. That's why sometimes you'll see me using a piece of paper or something to, like, you know, draw if you, I mean, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, if anybody out there watching this uses AI, what do you use it for? Fill me in. Like I said, I don't have anything against it. I'm just ignorant to its powers. And why do you use it? Is it just easier? Does it because it just knows everything? It can just tell right away. You know, you can ask it a question and it can just be like, bleh. And then how do, like, instructors react to that in college or whatever? They get all pissy about that because it's new and they're stubborn and old. Because I could see that too. My instructors, because I went to art college, they were very big on plagiarism, you know, you know, which is good. As an artist, that's like the worst thing you can do is take my shit and use it, and without crediting me. That'd suck. I heard that's what AI does too on Instagram. That's why I haven't posted on Instagram really in a long time. Because I heard that someone that is really big on Instagram that I know, not really big, but, you know, fairly big. She's like, yeah, they take your art pictures after this certain date. They were making a petition to, like, get rid of it, but it was like after this certain date, Instagram was taking your pictures and using it for its own, you know, building, like, practice or something. You know, I was like, well, I could see that. Big corrupt company. Allegedly corrupt company. So I haven't really posted anything on there for a while.